Right, welcome back to the Streamy Channel. As always, I did miss the game, but I have watched it fully in. Well, I mean, it wasn't a glory game. Like I called it how it was in the start. I done a prediction horribly wrong. I did predict the game to be a 3-1, but I called the game how it was. I knew it was going to be tough. Burnley were very low block, and Liverpool found it hard to break that team down. And you can tell we were taking loads of long-range attempts. Like we had about 20 odd attempts in the game, I think, but we only had about 4 or 5 on target, I believe. Um, and yeah, I mean, it was a game that was going to be nitty-gritty. There was going to be nothing pretty about this game apart from the kit, and the kit that we wore was beautiful. I mean, I knew the kit was going to be beautiful regardless before the game even kicked off. When it got launched, I was like, I'm buying it. I'm buying all 3 kits this season, and I don't know when I'm going to buy it. But I'm going to buy all 3 kits this season at some point. But the kits are like 89 quid, so I'm going to wait a little bit and hopefully they drop down the price a little bit, anyways, to the bare minimum. The date's wrong on the right, so ignore the date. But yeah, Liverpool, Burnley was a 1-0. I tell you again, like we showed that we are champions. You know, we got the result in the end. We were grinding until the very end. And we got the penalty. It was 100% a penalty. There was no 50-50s about it. You could see the player reactions. They knew it from the get-go that it was a penalty. His hand was in a very unnatural position. Like there's no reason for his hand to be in that position. And to be honest, like a draw was probably the fairer result. I know Liverpool did dominate the game and all the chances were Liverpool's, but you got to give Burnley props for how they did play the game and defended. Like a point for them against Liverpool is massive, you know, because they are going to be in the relegation battle, no doubt, and 100% that point for them was massive for them. But a point for Liverpool, like it probably wasn't going to be the end of the world because of how early we are in the season. But the fact that we managed to grit out a win shows why we are champions. You know, champions always get the result, even if the performance wasn't great. And I'm not saying our performance wasn't bad today. Like it wasn't the best of performances, like Liverpool can show, but it wasn't the worst of performances either. We performed like as good as we were going to get against a team that was very much low block, blocking out everything. Like they cancelled out majority of Liverpool's attacks. And if you look at how many shots we had a lot of long ranges. And Karkez, I don't know what's going to happen with him. I think Robertson will be coming back into the picture for the next few games. I just don't think Karkez is settled. I don't know if he went off injured. I kind of missed that part of the game. But I think if he did go off injured, then he'd be out for a little bit anyways. But I think Robertson needs to come back into that lineup because there needs to be a bit of stability. Bradley was good. The defense seemed to be back to how it should be. One little criticism in midfield is I don't think McAllister's performing to the levels that he set himself last season. I don't think he's having a bad season. I just think his levels aren't as great at the moment. And yeah, I'm not going to shoot too much on him because I know he has been carrying an injury. He's coming back from injuries, etc. But I do believe he has better game in him, and I don't think we're seeing the best of him right now. And I'm not going to jump into here and shit on him too much right now. I'm just hoping and praying that we get to the levels, that he gets to the levels that Liverpool fans are so used to seeing of him. In terms of where I saw a bit more of him today, I don't like, but these games are going to be games where he's going to struggle himself. And he's going to have to find little moments. And he did have out the ball a little moment. He kind of said, and he took a shot and it was deflected, but I don't know if it was going in or not before that. But again, like I said in the pre-match, I just want to see glimpses of him. I'm not expecting him to come to life in one massive game where he scores like a hat-trick and gets like a whole lot of assists. I'm not expecting that. I want to see gradual improvement. And he is gradually improving. And I think next game might be the best game for him because it's a Champions League game. And I feel like he's not going to worry about like English oppositions while they're going to be going at him in the feet. He's used to Champions League football now. He had it regularly above Bayer Leverkusen, and he probably is used to the competition in international level anyways. So I feel like a game against Atletico Madrid is right up his street, and a game where he potentially could announce himself properly in his Liverpool team. But I don't want to put that much pressure on him because I think he is, again, showing a lot more glimpses and he is sort of settling into this Liverpool's team very much gradually. On a thin line where, as good as they were going to be, I think Ekitike was very frustrated. But then when he came off and Chiesa came on, I thought that's when the chances that were coming towards Liverpool's front line were chances that you'd probably want Ekitike there, not Chiesa. Again, Engano, when he came on, he looked lively. He looks like he's going to be very much in this first team picture for the remainder of the season. Salah, again, is. I see people pinpointing Salah because he's not getting the goals and assists, but his role is going to be changing from every season we go further from here because he can't do what he used to do. Like when we picture Salah, we're picturing Salah to be able to do the role that he had when we had Mane and Firmino. And that role has changed. Like it changed when we had Darwin and Diaz. It's going to change now that we have Gakpo, Ekitike, and Isak up top. And speaking of Isak, he was not in the picture today, and I didn't really expect him to be because he's nowhere near match fitness. I think he might be in the squad for Atletico Madrid. I don't think he'll start. I think we stick with Ekitike for a little bit, and then maybe the next Premier League game, which I believe is against Everton, is when we do get to see a bit of Isak. But we might see a bit of Isak on Wednesday, but I don't think it'll be a full game. I think he'll come off the bench. And it'll be similar on Saturday, I believe, is our game. On Saturday, I believe, is our game against Everton. I think it's an early kickoff, and I think we'll be seeing a bit more of Isak then. So yeah, I think in general, the performance wasn't great, but we did what champions are supposed to do and grind out a win and get the 3 points, and we stay top of the table. We're 4 games in, we're 4 wins out of 4 games, and that's what you really want to see as champions. You know, we're the only unbeaten team in the league right now. Actually, no, we're the only team to have 100% win record in the league. So you got to take that as it is. You got to take every game as it is. But the fact that we are winning games whilst we're not at our 100% best is a good sign, because we are going to come into proper fluency at some point, and when that fluency hits, we're going to be an unstoppable team. And that's not to say we're not an unstoppable team right now, because we are doing a very good job of getting the 3 points in every game. And even when our defense was lacking, our attack was still very good to get the job done in the end. Like, you gotta look at the Bournemouth game, we were 2-0 up, they came to 2-2, and then, you know, Chiesa and Salah finished the job off at the end. Newcastle game, 2-0 up, we lost it to 2-2. Ruben Guevara turns up. Arsenal game, we were pretty good defensively in that game. But Arsenal defensively were pretty good as well. And it took something special. Salah came through with it. And in this game, Burnley again, they were defensively pretty good. They knew what they came into this game knowing that they were happy with the draw, and they almost got the job done. One little stupid moment from Hannibal Medri. I forgot his name, but it's Hannibal something. Handballs it, and Salah converts the penalty with ease. Even if Dubravka went the right way, he wasn't saving it. So Salah makes it 1-0. Liverpool do get the 3 points today. It's another solid performance from Liverpool. I'm not going to say we were our best, because we were nowhere near our best. But in general, I think we were pretty good. And it's another sort of step forward. And obviously the steps forward are going to have to start coming a bit faster, because Atletico Madrid on Wednesday won't be an easy game. And then obviously you got the Merseyside derby again, which is not going to be an easy game, because Everton seem to be on some pretty good form right now as well. So I will catch you guys on Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday, you'll see my preview going up for the Atletico Madrid game. And then I will be live for the Wednesday game against Atletico Madrid. So if you want to come see my live reactions, come over on the Purple, and I'll be live for that. If you do miss my goal reactions on that game, I will be putting them on to TikTok. And then on Saturday, I'll have that game covered as well, because it's an early game kickoff. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. If you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, comment down below if you agree or disagree with anything I've said, and I'll get back to you guys. But otherwise, Liverpool top of the table, 4 wins out of 4. Catch you in the next one. Pieces.